This is Leo. He's a lover. He's a lover boy. Yes, he is. But he is also related to Loverboy and Loverboy Jr., so he's just got Lover in his family. So anyway, I gotta get the tape measure. David wants to use my metal, but he doesn't want to do what I asked him to do with the metal. He just wants to do what he wants to do with my metal. So I told him last night, no. Anyhow, this is a Blackberries. I finally got them all transplanted. Now I just gotta tie them up or something till I get my cages up. But I want to wait till to do the cages till I figure out where the fences is gonna be, because I think the fence is gonna be right here where these T-posts are. So I'll have to move the Blackberries over a little bit more. So I'm gonna leave them as is for now, but I got this widened so I can run a riding lawnmower through here. And I guess I could put up a temporary loose cage, but I don't want to really put up a cage because then I'll have to cut the Blackberries out of the cage whenever I go to move them. So I'll probably just put up some rope or string and make like a string or rope cage to tuck them up so I don't run them over with the lawnmower, because like these ones are out here in the middle. Like this one here, I definitely would run that over, so I got to tuck it up or tie it up. So I'll do that next, probably next weekend. And then I can come in here and mow and prune the things that are growing along the line that I don't want along the line. So anyway, I'm gonna get the tape measure. I gotta go measure the chicken coop, see if we will have some excess 10 before I'll allow him to use my 10, because it's dedicated to the chicken coop. Until that's done, then we can use the excess for whatever. This is my big truck. And I had a guy offer, but he's not going to do it now, I don't think. But he offered me get out. Anyways, he offered me an option to slip seat run team with me. And I was apprehensive at first, but after thinking about it, I thought it wasn't a bad idea. But he decided he wanted to do something different. I mean, entirely different. He's still open-minded to the idea, but he likes the company he's at, and he wants to stay there, and he's gonna just do something different. So, you know, if you live nearby, or you want to move here, and you're a truck driver, and you're interested in slip seat teaming, that way one of us can be home for a whole week while the other one's out earning money. Let me know. Then I can be here more often to focus on the land. And if you could join my project and you're my co-driver, then you'll be here the week that I'm gone. So anyway, just a concept that I'm throwing out there because I never actually thought about that till this other guy made me the offer, and I'm like, nah. Now it's something that I'm thinking I want to do. Anyway, I got a lot new. Oh, damn cat! Always getting under my feet. I got a new lawnmower yesterday. Got a really good deal on it. It's not brand new or anything, but it runs and it's a decent brand. Dave has always been talking about getting a lawnmower with the bagger. And I just so happened to see this Craftsman lawnmower with the bagger. Not yesterday, last week on Facebook for $250. Well, the bagger alone's worth that, and the lawnmower runs pretty dang good. It's old, but it runs. So I got a really good deal. I had to borrow my friend's pickup truck in order to use it because both my pickup trucks are broke down, and but when I got back, he asked me if I got done what I needed to, and I was like, yeah. And I told him about it. And he goes, oh, you stole that. So I got a really good deal. But the guy had like a dozen lawnmowers, or at least a half dozen, that I could see. And I guess his wife was like, you need to start cleaning this mess up. So he had to get rid of some stuff. You know, sometimes you have to be blue pill or beta to keep the wife happy, but you can't do it too much. Otherwise, she'll walk all over you and then she won't respect you. And then she'll leave you for somebody else that she does respect, or that she thinks she can respect. Unfortunately, I made that mistake. You know, don't be too nice. It's like my friend. I'm too nice with him in the past, and he basically took advantage of me, disrespected me. He don't respect me anymore. He abuses my stuff. He abuses his privilege, I guess you could say here. He was supposed to be a business partner, but he's never really held up his end of the bargain. He did somewhat at first, but he just kind of petered out on me. So I quit paying him, quit supporting him. And now he acts like, well, I'm not going to work if you're not going to pay me. It's like, I'm not going to pay you if you ain't going to work. So we're stuck at a stalemate right now. But anyways, here's the lawnmower. Yeah, I don't want to make my friend homeless like his family did. Nobody really wants him. So I'm kind of stuck with him, or he needs to get his own place. But yeah, here's my lawnmower. My brother gave me one that was given to him, and I took it to the shop, and it needed too much work. Well, not really too much work. It's just it's an older German lawnmower, and it's hard to find stuff for it. So when I saw this, I saw, it's a Craftsman, which is American, so-called American lawnmower. So it should be a lot easier to find parts for and stuff. And, if I need it to be repaired, I got to put air in that tire. But Might need Fix-A-Flat, I don't know. I might go buy a can of that. Or go buy some of that green stuff that's in a pressurized can. But this is my lawnmower. So my mom brought down a lawnmower too that my ex-stepfather gave her. But she won't let David use it. It's a riding lawnmower because he tears the equipment up and then doesn't, he doesn't replace it, doesn't fix it, doesn't even offer. He acts like it's your problem. So I probably won't let him use this one either. He's going to be mad about that, but, it's like, hey, why don't you go fix my lawnmowers that you tore up and never offered to even fix? They're just sitting over there by the cat house collecting rust. They're probably no good anymore. I don't know. But I don't know. He kept tearing them up. I got tired of fixing them because I kept fixing them. And he just keep tearing them up. And I was just like, you know what? Maybe you need to start replacing them or fixing them since you keep breaking them. And he never did. So maybe when he does, I'll let him use this. And he will be wanting to use this because it's got a bagger. He's been wanting a lawnmower with a bagger, a riding lawnmower with a bagger. And so I know he's going to be itching to use it. But anyhow, maybe I'll charge him extra if he wants it. He can buy it off of me. I'll charge him what I paid for it plus what he owes me. And say, all right, here. Not entirely what he owes me, because then it'll be a couple $1,000s for, maybe a $600 lawnmower. But he's cost me a lot of money. And he's supposed to have been my business partner. He's supposed to make me money, not cost me money. But anyways, trying to be positive. So, yeah, this is my new lawnmower. So I'm going to use it a little bit today. I'm trying to get these paths ready for the fencing guy to come and do the fence work that David's supposed to have been doing the last 7 years, but refuses to do. We got 2 goat yards up. We should have a minimum of 3. And to be honest, we should have a minimum of 6. Because you want to rotate them. If you want to separate the males from the females, you got to have rotating yards for them. But when we first got here, David was like, oh, we need a minimum of 3 yards. So we got the first yard put up right away. Then he quit. He didn't want to do any more fencing. I bought the materials, but he didn't want to do it. Took me 3 years to get him to do the second goat yard. And I had to help, which I offer to help anyways, because when I'm home, I can help, right? But I also, dang cats always be under your feet. Mohawk, why are you under my feet? It's like I'm walking around. You know how they do those barrel races and cone maneuvers in cars and stuff? Well, That's how I feel when I'm walking around cats. I'm always dodging them so I don't want stepping on them or tripping over them. So yeah. Anyways, chickens and a chicken cat. I think she thinks she's a chicken. They don't like her so much, but I think she thinks she's one of them because she laid her babies in the chicken box. Hey, be nice. She's just protecting, she's just taking care of her babies. Hey. Be nice. Might be a good idea for you to move your babies. Now you can't see her because it's dark in here. I'm working on that. I got some plastic stuff that I'm going to put up there for lighting. And if that doesn't work, I'll get plexiglass. But anyways, we got 2 broody hens. 3 broody hens. 2 of them are taking turns keeping the nest warm. So the 2 grays and the white Moran are the most broody. All right, we'll go take care of the cats now. So anyways, we finally got the second goat yard done. It took 3 years. But we never did get a third goat yard done. Took, I don't know, several years to get the north fence line up. It's not done yet, but it's up. It's half-assed done. And I keep trying to get David to go in and finish it, but he just refuses. The first goat yard's half-assed done too, by the way, but he don't want to go back and fix that either, so I got to. I got to do everything. So that's why I'm looking for new help. I need somebody reliable. And yeah. Like I said, I first had David on a salary. Basically he was making 10% of my income. Basically I just deposited 10% of my check, 10% of my income into his bank account. He had my pickup truck, he had my equipment, he had my everything. All my tools, all my equipment, all my vehicles. Smokey. Well, I only had 1 vehicle at the time, but anyhow, he had access to all my stuff, and plus I gave him a little extra money on the side for whatever he needed to get things done. And he pretty much just wasted time helping other people with their projects instead of working on our projects. Here's all the lawnmowers that he just put out the pasture and could care less about. So I don't know if any of them are any good anymore. They might just be spare parts lawnmowers now. So anyway, so 2017, 2018, he ended up moving into a friend's greenhouse and just totally quit me. So that's when I cut him off. Took my truck back, quit paying him his salary, and then hey, quit fighting. Swirl. Bad girl. You need to get along. I know it's you. You're the problem child. She likes people, but she don't like other cats. Be nice. No. 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 All right. I'm gonna hit the pause button while I feed them, and I'll be right back. All right, yeah. These are my. This is where I store the feed. This is where I store the herbal blend to keep the worms and stuff down. I gotta add one more ingredient to it. This is the nasty, messy cat house. I gotta clean it up. I got other things that are priority right now, but I'll get to it. So anyhow, so the chickens are done, cats are done. Here's our pond. Yeah, even the excavator that came out to do the pond did a half-assed job. I swear, I can't rely on anybody. But anyways, I guess it's just a sign of the times, you know? People just don't care anymore. Sometimes I wonder why I even care anymore. So I'm going to take all these cattle panels down. I'm eventually going to put up horse fence. But I'm going to use these cattle panels to protect my blackberries, wild blackberries. Otherwise, the goats will eat them down. There's the really tall ones, the really thick ones. Those are the good ones, so I want to protect them. Here's the metal. There's probably enough. I just want to make sure there's enough. It looks like there's enough. But I don't want him using up all my metal that's dedicated to the chicken coop before I get a chance to use it for what I brought it over here for. So, oh yeah, basically 4, 8. So I need basically 3 of these. No. Yeah. At least 3 of these. So 3, 6, 8, 9, 12. I'm going to say 15 to be safe. And I'm going to use other things for the top. Like, you know, the plastic version of these or plexiglass. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's probably enough here. But again, he needs to do what I asked him to do with it before he does what he wants to do with it, because it's mine. And he doesn't do hardly anything around here. He needs to do what I want him to do first with my stuff. Then, if there's extra, then he can do whatever he wants with it. But, well, sorta, because I'm gonna want to use some. I'm gonna want to use this, probably this, for the goat house. Although we do have some more of that metal, and I'm gonna use it mostly for the goat houses. But when I run out of that, I'm gonna want to use this. That's what I try to use old metal for, is siding for animal shelter. But yeah, I just can't get him to do anything around here. Oh yeah. Let me get the spray for their eyes, just in case I can catch one. I did Cleopatra's hooves yesterday, as well as Trig's hooves yesterday. Cleopatra's the oldest one here. She's been here for 10 years. David's never trimmed any of the goat's hooves. And from what I understand, you want to do it at least once or twice a year, depending on what kind of land you have. But I do have gravel here, and there are some rocks. So I guess they keep their hooves trimmed a little bit that way. But if you don't trim their hooves, then they can get hoof rot, which, from what I understand, is kind of like getting gangrene. And David acts like he doesn't care. Yeah, I know he knows better. This is the hoof trimmer. He's got to know better. You know, he grew up with goats. He's had goats most of his life. He should know better. It's like standard practice. I didn't know any better because I didn't know anything about goats. I just started taking over in 2019 because he neglected them too, and most of them died. Pretty much all of them died. I had to go buy more goats. I don't know why I did. I should just let all his goats die. But like I said, I don't know. I'm too nice. So, but one of the problems was he said they were inbred. So I went out and bought more goats so they wouldn't be inbred anymore. All his males died. So I went and got 2 registered males, which cost me a fortune. And so those males bred the last female he had left that could breed. And she had 2 offsprings, and he wants to claim both of them, even though I own the father. Plus I pay for all the food, all the medical expenses, and all the bills around here. He wants to claim both the children just because the mother's his. And then he let the father die a couple weeks ago from this last medical problem that we had. He just didn't check on him. He didn't care about him. He knew that they were sick, and he let them die. And I know he knows that they were sick because he said that one of the new goats I brought in had conjunctivitis. And I'm like, well, if you knew there was a problem, why didn't you do something about it? He didn't have an answer for that. And I had no clue. I came home to 4 sick goats and 3 dead goats. And it looks like we got a dead baby. Somebody just gave birth. That's not good. But it happens. This might be her first litter. A lot of times their first litter doesn't work out. All right, I'm gonna go get my gloves and take care of that baby. Or a shovel. Number 16, she's the one that David said came to the land with conjunctivitis. And I'm like, why didn't you do something about that? She's got a black and a brown baby. Hello, little babies. It's okay, I'm not gonna hurt them. It's okay. I'll check them later to see if they're boys or girls. It's not too early to tell. Well, let's check now. That's a boy. Oh, so what are you? Damn, they're boys. All boys. Which is good, actually, because then I can sell them and make some money. Make my money back. And I already got a lady who's interested in one of the bucks. So I'll take pictures of the buck babies. And yeah, so this is the goats. These are Nigerian dwarfs. And then those are Kikos. They're not much bigger than Nigerians, but I don't want the bucks breeding with these guys, so I got to get another yard done so that we can separate the new buck babies from the Nigerians. So that's why I got this guy coming out. He's supposed to be out last weekend or this weekend, but he hasn't showed up yet. He seems to be a lot more reliable. He's just busy. So, first thing I'm going to probably have him do is this goat yard back here because I know David ain't going to do it. And then that way I can rotate him a little bit better. Or I'll have him work on the north fence line. I haven't decided yet. Because this one's not going to be in my best interest to do financially. It'll be less yard for more money by square footage. But I need it done. So, and then, like I said, I know David ain't going to do it. So, yeah. So my options are get that one done first and then work on the north fence line, or do the north fence line and then come to that one and then do the south fence line. I haven't decided yet, but I'll probably start back here and work my way up. This one will be a little expensive, but I want to do this yard too, and I want to turn this into a mother birthing yard and put a barn in here for the mothers to have their babies. But like right now, I would move that female with her two babies into this yard if I had it done for a week. Let the babies get bigger and stronger before putting them back in with the rest of the herd. So anyways, all right. So that's the farm update. And I'm just looking for new help, new business partner, potential people, and just trying to get stuff done. So this is what I'm doing. Here's my mom's lawnmower. Oh, I don't got a shovel over here. Got a rake. I got a shovel over here. This is the old kitchen area, community area. I'm still working on cleaning that up too. Yeah, it's like somebody told me the place looks like a pigsty, and I'm like, yeah, I know, I hate it. Like, well, you need to clean it up. It's like, well, I only got 2 days a week, so I have to balance my time between being productive and cleaning up after filthy people. And David, he's one of the worst when it comes to that. Up front, where the greenhouse is a pigsty too. And that's why I'm looking for a new potential business partner so I can move David into the back corner where he can be a pig all he wants and nobody will have to see it. And then I can clean the front area up and put somebody else up there who's actually more clean and organized. So, but this new girl, I don't know if she's going to show up or not, but she says she was sick. But a lot of times people, well, women especially, will play the sick card and then they blow you off. So she didn't seem sick the other day, and then all of a sudden, boom, she's sick. Or she says she was getting over a cold. It's like, well, wait a minute, you weren't sick the other day. How are you getting over a cold? Unless it's just a 24-hour bug. I don't know. I think maybe it was bullshit. So I just gave her a thumbs up. I figure I'll probably never hear from her again. So, well, she's a Leo like me. I was thinking, okay, cool. She's probably more concerned about beautification like me. So she'll help keep the place, orderly. And I don't know. I think maybe she got the impression maybe I might have been interested in her romantically when that wasn't the case. I mean, she's cute, but that's about it, I think. I wasn't really interested in her personally. I was interested in her business, professionally. It's like I got another associate, two other associates that are actually a lot more attractive. But I'm not interested in them in that way. I'm just interested in them in business because they're very business savvy. And I don't want to mix business with pleasure, But I guess some guys do, and people don't get that. So anyways, I'm going to take care of these goats and get to work. Look at this little guy. I'm going to keep the Nigerian males because I'm going to breed them with the Kikos and have Skygerians. And that's my new goat project. I'm just doing goats now. Like I said, if somebody else comes along and wants to do something else and they actually do it instead of just talk about doing it, great. We'll do that too. But like this girl, she said she wanted to do meat rabbits. So if she shows up, we'll do meat rabbits. If she don't show up, we won't. But I have two associates that are interested in helping with that, as well as another friend. So she'll have some help when she comes up, if she comes up. But like I said, I'm not gonna count those chickens before they hatch. So we shall see. I need to get through his eyes. He's coming over here. Maybe I can catch him. Maybe not. They're all starting to see better, so I think they're going to be okay. But yeah, I lost my prize male goat. But I still got Brownie. He's over there. But yeah, I paid good money for them. They're registered goats. And they died from pink eye. Well, the other one died from pink eye. Plus two others. But anyways, all right, we're at 39 minutes. Bye.